Hello everyone, it's Miss Jade, and today I'm going to show you how to create a YouTube or business intro animation with AI. Let's get right into it. So we're going to start with creating the YouTube animation. I started by opening a new chat in ChatGPT for the YouTube channel. Feel free to pause the video to read the chats if needed. ChatGPT ended up giving me an animation prompt for the video, so I took that prompt and put it into Veo 3. This is the video it gave me, so I'm just going to upscale it and download it. I also prompted some professional-looking nail art photos that we'll be using shortly. The last prompt I gave it here was that I have all the media ready and want to begin editing in CapCut. Okay, so now that we're in CapCut, I'm going to work on our glitter clip and adjust the speed curve, so it has a nice flow. When I was happy with the curve, I clicked on Smooth Slow-Mo, and then Optical Flow. This ensures the speed doesn't look broken up. I'm also just enhancing the quality, and here is what the first part looks like. Now I'm adding and adjusting the nail photos I generated earlier. Feel free to be creative with whatever size and shape you like. The idea is to have them pop in one by one. So in order to do this, I'm putting each image above each other in CapCut. Now, I'm adding a mask to each picture. I went with the heart shape. I found it very cute. I also added an animation to the heart, which was blur in, and added these same details to each heart. Now we're adding the text for the name of our channel. I encourage you to follow along and try to create your own channel intro example. Let me know in the comments what names you come up with. Anyways, I tried to follow the layout ChatGPT gave me for the text, but you can be creative with your own styles. Now I'm just adding a subscribe animation for the end of the intro. You can find this in the sticker section in CapCut. Here, I'm just adding the pop sound effect and adjusting it to match when the hearts pop up in the video. After that, a typing sound effect for when our channel name shows up. And lastly, some background music. I just searched for an audio to use in CapCut. Here is what the video looks like so far. I made some final adjustments, such as fade outs for the picture and text, the same thing I would have done for the in animations. We are now ready to export the video and move on to the next part. So, I've just created another project in CapCut and exported the video we just created into it. All I'm doing here is adding some filter effects and adjusting the filters a little bit to make it look more colorful. This is completely optional, and feel free to adjust these things however you'd like if you decide to. I'm happy with the adjustments, so I'm just going to click Export, and here is the final result. Now for our business intro animation. I started once again by giving ChatGPT my prompt with my ideas. Feel free to pause the video to read the chats. I also encourage you to follow along, and even if you aren't editing, try to prompt ChatGPT to see all of the details and recommendations it can give you. You'd be surprised. Anyways, I got it to write me a prompt to put into Veo 3 and adjusted the details how I wanted. If you want to know more about how I come up with these prompts, I highly suggest you go watch my first tutorial regarding prompting. It will set you up for what we will be learning throughout my channel. Now that we have a video prompt for my business idea, I'm going to generate the background overlay that we'll be using. I wanted to have a smooth flow effect to the intro, and you'll see what I mean later. Okay, so now we're in CapCut again, and I'm starting by taking the salon intro clip and blurring out the text that Veo 3 generated. This was a hallucination, and I'm still refining my prompts and editing to prevent this in the future. Now that it's blurred, we're going to export the video with the blur and create a new project in CapCut. You can see here I'm integrating the overlay. In this case, I choose Color Burn, but again, this is something you can be creative with. Now, I'm just exporting the video with our overlay and creating another project and importing that video. I hope this isn't too confusing. This is where we'll be adding things such as business contact info and social media logos. I'm going to speed this part up again, so the video doesn't seem too repetitive. But you can see from my previous example how adding things such as animations, sound effects, and music tie into the result of the video. And I'm essentially just doing the same thing here, adding the logos to pop up at the end, text boxes with the business name and contact info, sound effects, and music. Now that that's done, I'm going to export this and open another project in CapCut. This is so we can remove the VO3 watermark. What I'm doing here is adjusting the keyframes so the scissors don't go through the blurry part, if that makes sense. Anyways, we're just going to export this again. You know the drill. And here is the final result. That is all I've got for today, everyone. If this tutorial helped, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling me what type of intro you want to make. I'd love to hear your ideas. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.